And we are about as close to live as we're going to get. Welcome, everyone, to the show that keeps giving you the things that you don't want at the times when you don't want. Okay. I'll just edit this out. It's fine. Hello?
Are we on?
Yeah, didn't we just get
Why
Hello?
the light blind? There we go. Shut up. Hear ye. Good morrow, noble driver of the horseless chariot.
What?
I be Sir Rob the blacksmith, master of ye gears and guardian of the extended warranties.
What? What's going on?
Yar, the steed, ye old Chevy Suburban hath ridden many a mood, and me scrolls proclaim it sacred protection hath expired.
So, boy, what's you doing? Talking like a damn pirate. We're supposed to be blacksmiths. Get out your
I
program.
want it to be a pirate, okay? But you look at me when gold this medieval type. Okay, shut up.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah, boy. Hear ye. I am associate blacksmith. Verily, I say, should ye venture forth without renewal, great misfortune shall befall thee. Transmissions shattering like glass goblets. Brakes screaming like banshees on All Hallows Eve. Trying to run for the toilet after going to ye old Taco Bell.
So, you're trying to sell me a car warranty? Like, in character or what?
Nay, village idiot, but selling. We offereth thee a mystical covenant, etched upon parchment, and sealed with the wax of the engine head himself, Engine Joseph.
Engine Joseph? Okay.
Yeah, once trying to slay Thomas Sawtooth.
Okay. Oh, by the way, your backing track there and your little get up it just looped. You sure you're legit?
Yar, leave me the one asking questions here, scallywag. Nay, 'twas no backing track. What is this backing track ye speak of? Nay, 'twas ye old ambient background noise from ye old medieval shop. Yar.
So, how much is this, what's it called, covenant? How much is this covenant gonna
I got
cost
this.
me?
Hear ye, village idiot. We learned it not to count in medieval times, so we don't really know how much it costs, but several gold pieces per fortnight, plus a tithe of goat cheese, if thou wills be cursed.
Okay, great. I'm hanging up now.
Wait. Allow us to forge thee a deal sweeter than honeyed mead and stronger than the steels forged at the fires of Mount Doom. Sign us now, and we shall throw in a complimentary Dragonfire Rust Shield. Nay, no more rust shall touch the noble fender.
Limitations do apply when pertaining to Stratbay, because he still touched the fender.
Who? You know what doesn't, look, I'm hanging up now, Simon. Goodbye.
Though, they, good moron, we knoweth not a Simon, albeit he doth soundeth like very fair to behold, paladin of great repute. They, sir, I be Rob, master of
I'm the old other guy.
Rob, master of the gear and signer of your rebate.
Tell him to make him not so ugly. He might buy again.
Okay, first, I don't know how to speak Old English, but yours is terrible. What gear? Like, what are we talking? Top Gear? I mean, what I don't get it. Which gear are you talking about?
Ye old Metal Gear. Yeah, ye old Metal Gear.
Yeah, man. Talking about that dang old Lolo, man.
Okay, in what medieval time was dang old ever used? I think you're getting your cultural references mixed up here, little buddy.
Silence. Ye old virus infecteth your computer.
No.
Take it back. No, take it that back.
Yeah, no virus, no.
Please, kind sir, go yon computer and log into ye old bank account and fill out your form for your extended carriage warranty.
Okay, Simon, listen, before we go any further, are you okay? You're very out of breath. It sounds like you've been running heels or something. I hope you have.
Simon. You kind of sound out of shape.
Look, you took a personal day for a reason. Why don't you just hang up and go take a nap?
Yeah, I don't think we're going on this one.
Shut up and play the music. Nay, good sir, it's just me old first day at the blacksmith job, and me old nerves of steel that ran through ye old killed. Just very nervous. I peeth me pants from the nerves.
You pee your pants? He peed his pants.
Yeah, I heard. Hey, what's going on with my mouse? Are you controlling my computer?
Well, you see, my good associate here,
Scotty Too Hotty.
the
other guy.
Slim Jim roller dude.
Yeah, that one.
He's a tech wizard. Yeah, tech wizard.
Abracadabra.
And he's here to magically guide you through, whatever passages you need to go through or trials you need to face in order to magically fill out the form that is appearing on your screen right now.
This?
Yeah,
This little notepad file? What?
Fill out that form. Yeah.
What happened to your
Look,
medieval talk?
No, that doesn't matter. Look, he's magic. He has time traveled us to the future. We are now in the robotic state of utopia, and we talk like normal people. Okay, just fill out the form.
What? So do they listen to the same music in the future or what?
What music? I don't hear no music. Sure, you heard the music? I don't hear no music.
I don't hear no music, no.
You think this is a joke?
No, this
You
ain't
think
no
this some
joke.
kind of game? Huh?
No, Joker boy.
This ain't no joke.
No.
This is magic.
Yeah, just fill out the form.
Okay, so just to be clear, this notepad form, this little notepad document, this is your form?
Oh, yes, sir. That is the official form. Yes.
Okay. Ever?
Yes, sir. We are seeing that in real time.
Tell him to write down his current balance.
So
Yes.
you're sure
Tell him
this,
to write down his
this is
current
the
balance.
form?
Okay.
You're kind of
Oh,
on some
yes.
weird.
Very, very good, sir. Yes. You're doing great. Yes. Good job, sir. Now, sir, the transmission is going to go through.
Transmission of my car?
I'm sorry, sir. Take that. The transaction. That's good. First day on the job, sir. The transaction is going through. A time travel. It really does a number on your brain.
Yeah,
I'm
tell me
telling
about
you.
it.
Yeah, anyway, that transaction is going through, and I'm going to put my associate on the call with us.
Has he not been here this whole time?
I mean, yeah, but not in an official sense, you know. But it doesn't matter. Here he is.
Okay, sir. Our records indicate that you overpaid for that warranty, so you getting that rebate back.
I thought I was paying for a warranty.
What I said? I thought you were selling him a warranty.
Yeah,
Our records indicate you overpaid, so we're giving you that rebate back.
already paid,
You're
we
going to be
checked.
getting that rebate soon. It should be coming through any time. Okay.
1 second, sir.
It should be. Hang on. It's coming. It should,
Internet
No
slow
time.
today. Yep.
okay.
Yep.
It's good. Yeah.
Yep.
Should be there. You should see it now.
Do it.
Oh my gosh! Look at your screen.
Yeah. What about it?
How much did it add on, sir?
I don't know. I don't see it.
Oh my gosh! Look, it's right here where the mouse is waving. Right here. Oh my gosh! They're gonna fire us. How much did it add on, sir?
Looks like $7.
$7? Oh my gosh! You gotta be kidding me! How come bad things happen to good people? It's over, boy. Upper management gonna fire us for sure.
Guys, I'm pretty sure that I am your upper management. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, it's really not.
No, sir. We've never met you in our life, and yes, it is a great big deal. It's a really big deal. Yeah, I mean, you were only supposed to get back.
Not that much.
Yeah, not that much.
Oh, okay. Well, look, I'll transfer some money back to you. Okay, what's your account number and your bank routing number?
Oh well, our company doesn't allow us to do that.
Yeah. Our company, you see, they don't give us accounts, because like crypto, all those other superhero pet names and all that,
Oh,
Am I right?
yeah. Well, let me guess. You're gonna need gift cards, probably from Google, right?
What? No. What we need you to do is this is very important. Now listen up. We need you to stop everything you're doing, everything, and we need you to go down to the store and oh my gosh, your computer's locked.
Are you sure? Hang on. Let me try to finagle with.
No, stop, no. Hurry, man, before time collapses from the gravity of the situation.
Okay, I'm going to the store. What do you need me to get? What do I got to get?
Lollipops.
What?
Yeah, that's standard thing, right?
Simon, are you sure this isn't you?
Yes, sir. This is Rob from Mech Support. Go to the store.
So Schnapps isn't there asking you to do this then?
Nah, boy, he ain't even here today. He had a play date. I mean, go get the lollipops, or we ain't gonna unfreeze your computer.
Or what now?
I said, go get the lollipops, or we gonna lose our jobs.
Okay. All right. What kind of lollipops do you need?
I can answer that, good sir. We could take Tootsie, Ring, or Jelly Roll.
What is that?
Oh, guys, I'm
Turn
getting
that
a
crap
call.
off, go
Look,
get our suckers,
No,
fool.
no, look, I'm getting a call. I think it's important. I'm just going to take it. Look, just stand. Look, I'll just put us all on a call, okay? Hello?
This guy ain't gonna turn on. Ahoy, matey! This is Landon Longtime, but you can call me Captain Longtime from the Jolly Roger Fishing and Pirate Tech Support Booty Safeguard Company, and I'm calling about your big rebate that you have on your extended
You got to be kidding.
car warranty.
Wait a second.
Tell me, are you at your computer, friend?
Yeah, look, you're a little too late. I'm heading out right now to,
Oh, yeah. Yes, I can see that. I am in your account with you. My tech first mate is a wizard in these things.
Must be the freaking wizard.
So, here comes your rebate, sir, and, there you go. How much was it?
89 cents.
What? Oh, no. Oh, that's way too much. Oh, why? Oh, my gosh. Oh, why must I be cursed with such bad luck? That's way too much. Why do bad things happen to good people? Oh, I'm gonna need it back.
Uh-huh. Let me guess. No bank account. Right?
Yes. You see, my company is doing the hard transfer to Krypton, and the Kryptonians, they aren't taking too well to it, I'm telling you. I won't bore you with the details, okay?
Okay, yeah. Let me guess. You want lollipops as well?
What? No. What kind of idiot asked for lollipops? Did you get a load of this guy? No. I need ice cream. Yeah. 3 gallons of vanilla, 2 pistachio, a rocky road, and, you want anything here?
Oh, yes, I want them all mixed together.
Yeah, and a pint of Neapolitan from a scallywag
Wait a
here.
second. Stop. Why are you over there with that loser on your personal day? You're supposed to be over here with us. You're our friend. What does he have that we don't?
He gave me a root beer.
Okay, sir, if you'll just hang still while I alter your HTML code so that it looks as if your computer has been locked,
Sir.
we will get this operation up and running.
Sir.
There we go.
Hang up with that call, sir. He's a scammer, sir.
Look, sir, I'm gonna need
Sir.
overnight shipping on those
Sir.
ice creams as
Hang
well.
Hang up, sir. He's a swimmer.
He's trying to scam
Wait
you.
a second, I know that voice. Simon! Look, are you still owe me that money from last week?
This isn't Simon. This is Rob from Mech Support. And we're here with the wizard. And we don't even have that $7 anymore because we transferred it to the other guy's account. And he's supposed to go get us lollipops to pay for it. And you are just an idea-stealing thief. We wanted to be pirates first.
Oh, shiver me timbers! You know, it wasn't even $7, it was 1,000. You limey scammer.
Whatever. You're just opening up a scam over there.
Yeah, green eggs and scam.
I mean, who besides me has ever heard of a pirate that does tech support?
Well, Schnapps has, and he told me, and I gave him a root beer for it. And now, Jolly Roger Fishing and Pirate Tech Support Booty Safeguard Company is the fiercest virus protection in all the 3 Cs. The viruses see us, and they wave the white flag, and then they get in a Trojan horse, and they just run away.
Just stop. Look, I know, look, I know who all of you are, for one, and you've already screwed up. You already went off the script. You don't have them mail you the crap. I mean, would that not make you easier to catch?
Well, I can't get a lollipop to the phone of the guy. They can't read me off the numbers because they can't read. So what's the matter? We just want to send everything to the phone now. Is that we want, let me send you this information to the phone. Oh, yeah, let me get this information to the phone. We're just going to send the information. Let me fax your machine. Yeah, we're going to get the fax, Jack. Is that what you want? The fax machine? We're just going to take everything on the fax machine. We just dial everything to the phone. And whoever heard of the phone? We all just go to the phone. That we're going to do now, the little cell phone other guy.
Yeah, and the drink cup's too stupid to invest the ice cream in anything to give an appreciable return.
I'm not, you don't even know me. You just shut up. I'm hanging up now.
Well, that got awkward really quick. Must be really bad though that your friend Rob and his accomplice, the other guy, and also Landon Longtime tried to scam you. Yeah. How can you live with yourself, other guy?
Okay, whatever. I'm hanging up. I got a show to do. See ya. Jeez. All right, here we go. Hit the old intro music. And we are live. Not really. Welcome, everyone, to the show that keeps giving you the things that you don't want at times when you don't want them, roughly every 2 weeks, except for when we're on a 1-month hiatus, as we are now. This is just a regular show about the regular show. I'm your host, that one guy with the weird name. It's hard to say and nobody cares. Let's get to it. Okay, so today's episode, I'm not going to waste any time talking about any things I've been doing. None of that. The only thing I will say is I'm in this 1-month hiatus right now because work started back, and if you count coaching, I'm going about 65 hours a week, and it's just hard to find time to edit anything, to be honest with you. But anyway, I'm trying to get some episodes caught up and everything, so that's what's going on right now. Today's episode is the best burger in the world. It should have been Big Winner, but Hulu doesn't have that one up for any reason, for some reason. I shouldn't say any reason, but I do remember that episode. That's the one where Mordecai and Rigby give Muscle Man the fake lottery ticket, and he makes a butt of himself and just quits the park and breaks everything. And he's like, whatever, I'll pay for it. And yeah, they pull a prank on Muscle Man. So anyway, today's episode is the best burger in the world. It aired on April 9th, 2012 and November 5th, 2012 in the UK. So real quick, I've been forgetting to do this the past few episodes, but on April 9th, 2012, we had a pretty stacked day on Cartoon Network. It started off that day, 12 a.m. That's midnight, so I guess early morning. Aqua Unit Patrol Squad 1, which is just another season of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. But Last Dance for Napkin Lad, very, very good episode. It's one of those seasons of Aqua Teen. Not all the episodes are great, but that one's it's a fantastic one. Check it out with Dr. Steve Brule. There was a new episode there on space. I know I've seen that episode because I've seen every one of those episodes. I just can't tell you what it's about. But let's see. Just scrolling down through here, we had a Scooby-Doo movie, Legend of the Phantosaur, came on that day at 1 p.m. Adventure Time, there were some reruns there. A bunch of regular show reruns, Stick Hockey. That's probably the best one that aired that day, in my opinion. And then there was a Death Metal Crash Pit and Creepy. So that was the Halloween episode that re-aired. And Camping Can Be Cool. Getting down here, though, Adventure Time, 7:30 p.m., there was a new episode, 5 Short Graybles, which is kind of like a sort of an anthology type episode set in the future of Adventure Time, where this dude named Grable, I think that's what his name is, but he gives like these short stories that has to do with the characters of Adventure Time. I would be tempted to say that it's actually better than the regular show episode that we're about to watch. Not because this one's bad. It's just, from what I recall, that's a pretty good episode of Adventure Time. I'm thinking it's probably the one where it's kind of like Twilight Zone, where there's a twist, except this one, Grable wants you to guess the theme of all the 5 short stories. And there's a twist, because if it's the one I'm thinking of, it leads you to think that it's either it's all 5 fingers of the hand, or somebody's getting flipped off in every episode. I can't remember which one it is, but it's not that. Like, at the end, there's this twist, and it's pretty clever. Well, I shouldn't even say, well, it kind of is clever. But then regular show, that's what we're looking at right now. The best burger in the world. So let's take a look at this one. It had 2.46 million viewers, which is kind of up. It's up by a good bit in the U.S. Production code 1009-064. Age rating PG in both USA and UK. The synopsis: when a once-in-a-lifetime event to try the best burger in the world comes, Mordecai and Rigby end up becoming desperate for it when Benson prohibits them from doing so until they have finished a whole week's worth of their neglected work. So, that's kind of typical regular show type plot right there. Let me look for the voice credits here. I'm not seeing anything on... That's crazy. They're not showing the voices on here anymore, which is ridiculous. But the characters involved, you got Mordecai, Rigby, Benson, Hologram Mordecai, Hologram Rigby, Skips, Pops, Muscle Man, High Five Ghost, and AJ... I can't even say this. AJ Maldonado. So really the only maybe I can click on it and see who's voicing it here. He's the only one that we don't know who voices him. And of course, the internet's going to be slow today. That's okay. Well, I cannot get this pulled up. I've tried and tried. That's all right. We're going to have to skip that this time. Anyway, there's not a whole lot of trivia for this episode. It's just that the crash pit is revealed to be real. So that's cool. Crash pit's a pretty cool little thing. Pop culture references and episode connections. The music that plays, it's a flower duet from, I think it's Lock May. When you hear it, you'll realize what it is. Like, I didn't know what this song was called, but piece was called until hearing it. But I'm not even going to attempt it because it's like this operatic singing, and yeah, it's just not me, man. Whole lot of goofs in the animation. I'm tempted to not even read through them all because there's a lot of them. Just a lot of goofs. I don't want to point them out to throw anybody off or anything like that. I would encourage you to kind of go through and look for them in the wiki or something, trying to see if any really stick out. But usually it's just like little animation errors here. Yeah. There's nothing. I mean, one of them, Rigby has no tail. Yeah. Honestly, it kind of makes it seem like that thing in The Shining where there'll be a chair in the background 1 minute and then, the chair's gone or whatever. Is it on purpose or not? Who knows? It's probably not on purpose here. But let's see. We went over the views. There's really not much more to say about it other than I've seen people say that this is their favorite episode out of all the regular show. Honestly, I don't know why. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just I didn't ask them, as to why it's their favorite. But it's not my favorite. It's not. I don't think it's bad by any means, but it's it's just not. I wouldn't put it in my top 5. I don't think, but maybe I could be wrong. Let's look through it and find out. So here we go. Okay, so the episode opens as it should with the birds chirping, and we are in the park. And it appears that all the park workers are sitting on the steps getting ready for Benson to come give them their duties for the day, like some of the episodes begin, And not Rigby, but Mordecai asks if they are going to the Grill 'em Up food truck for lunch. And I think somebody was like, why do I want to do that? And basically, they're like, because they make the best burger in the world. And Skip says, that's a bold claim, and they're like, no, it's not. We saw it on TV. And then it shows this commercial, which is in regular show fashion, very ridiculous. It's this burger called the Ultimatum, and Chef AJ Maldonado was describing the burger. And first, I don't think actually it was a commercial. I think it was a Food Network type show called Food Truck Armageddon or something like that. But Maldonado's like, the ultimatum is a cheeseburger inside of a cheeseburger. And he's like, stuffed inside of 2 cheeseburgers with a cheeseburger bun or something like that. And then we put our special sauce from the Himalayas on it. And the visuals are kind of funny because they make a burger and then they wrap it in hamburger meat and then they put 2 cheeseburgers as like buns, or it's pretty excessive. And they're like, the ultimatum is so awesome that we're only offering it. They're only offering it once every 100 years, which is absurd in itself because that means AJ Maldonado, I don't know how long Grill 'em Up's been around, but he's only going to be doing this once in his entire life. I don't know. That's the long-term business plan right there. So after the commercial gets finished, it cuts back to the guys and they're like, whoa, that's pretty cool. And Skips is like, that sounds pretty awesome. And Muscle Man says, I heard if you ask for Idaho style, they put a whole bag of chips in it. And then Pop says, I want my ultimatum Idaho style. And now Benson's driving up. And as you could probably tell from the synopsis, things aren't going to go Mordecai and Rigby's way. So let's see how that goes. So turns out it doesn't go too bad for Muscle Man high fives Skips and Pops. They're doing something with grass and a wood chipper. I'm not sure. And when he comes around to Mordecai and Rigby, he's like, it looks like you guys don't have that much to do. And they're like, all right, except for all the jobs you didn't finish last week, which turns out to be a whole lot. And they're like, and he goes, oh, yeah. And they're like, wait, what jobs? And Rigby's just kind of trying to blow it off. And he's like, see that attitude right there? That's going to get you nowhere in life, pal. And he goes, psh. And he says, oh, yeah. And you know that food truck that's coming here? He goes, you aren't going to be going to it until you finish all your jobs. And, Mordecai's like, oh, you can't do that to us. And we finished everything. He's like, you didn't finish anything. You still got to do this. And it's something about like you got to mow the grass, pick up all the trash on the north side of the park, scrub down both the bathrooms, make sure there's still soap in the dispenser. I mean, just naming off all kinds of stuff that didn't get completed, which here's the thing. I mean, realistically, he probably should have just fired him instead of, I don't know if you can legally take away somebody's lunch break. I don't know, but whatever. We'll go along with it, So we're now at the point where, well, I guess one more thing to mention is while he was naming off all that stuff to him, the food truck pulls up and it's got one of those horns that plays out like cucaracha when you hit it. I've never actually seen one in real life, but whatever. So I don't even know if they know all the duties they have to do at this point because, Mordecai wasn't paying attention. But so let's see. I'm having a feeling that we're going to get like a montage of some sort here. So let's find out. Okay, so the montage is all the stuff that's going on. There's nothing really special about it. They're just trying to get out of their jobs, and Benson's stopping them over and over. The song's pretty cool. It's just this little synthy 80s type, beat. I don't really know how to explain it. I mean, well, you don't know until you watch it. So I really don't know how to explain it, though. It's nothing super special, but it's still got its quirks and charms. But after the montage is over, Mordecai and Rigby walk up to the guys eating their burgers. They're like, the food truck's going to leave soon. And he goes, you guys got to help us out. Can one of you guys go buy us a burger? And Skips is like, sorry, no can do. They only serve one per customer. I feel bad for you guys. You're not going to be around for the next centennial to get yours, which I guess Skips is, because he's immortal. Maybe I shouldn't have given, I don't know if I've said that before or not. Sorry if I'm giving something away there. Which I shouldn't be, because season 1, Fists of Justice and all that, but whatever, fighting Clorg Bane and all that. But anyway, Muscle Man's like, yeah, you guys are missing out. He says, I'd already got mine. I could die right now and I have no regrets because I'm getting to taste this Himalayan ketchup. He goes, you guys are going to have to take this to your grave. Then it cuts to Pops. And he's like, oh my, I could taste the Himalayas, which it sounds stupid, but I mean, just the delivery on that, it's like, it's kind of unexpected. It's just a dumb phrase. It's catchy. I can taste the Himalayas. But, so Benson's pulling up to, get on to him again. And I'm thinking they're going to have to go clean out Skip's garage. I'm not sure though. So he drives him to Skip's garage and he just throws him out. Like they literally get thrown out on the ground. And he's like, look, you still haven't cleaned out Skip's garage. You got to get in there and clean out there's all kinds of Pops' weird stuff in there, which is, yeah, it's just playing off the character of Pops. It still had me chuckling though. And it's like, after you do that, you can have an ultimatum. Deal? And they're like, whoa, really? And he's like, yeah. And then they open up the door, and I mean, it's loaded down like with all kinds of crap. He's got like one of those bicycles with a humongous front wheel and a little tiny back one and a telescope and just all this crazy stuff from like these antiquities that only Pops would own. And anyway, they're cleaning this crap out, and they've carried out all these boxes, say Pop storage on them, and there's just one thing covered up with like a blanket. And he's like, Rigby, hurry up, help me move this. Or what are you doing? Rigby was like slacking or something. What are you doing? We got to get this done to where we can get an ultimatum. Help me move this. And they pull the blanket off of it, and it's this machine, and it says Hologram 9000. So you can probably guess it's a machine that makes holograms, but it's pretty crazy because it's got all these vacuum tubes like sticking out of it, I think. And like these, it's really like, I don't know if it would be like modernism or like kind of like a vaudeville sci-fi type type of vibe to it, you know, like the really old school sci-fi, like before even Twilight Zone, you know, Forbidden Planet type, which is not before Twilight Zone, I don't think, but, you know, like really old sci-fi, early robots, whatever. But it's kind of one of those looking things. And you can guess it's going to make holograms, and you can probably guess what they're going to try to do with these holograms. But we're going to go through this just to make sure I don't get anything wrong here. Okay, so a few things to point out about this. They're going to try to make holograms themselves to trick Benson to where they can go get burgers. And Mordecai's like, why would we do that? We're almost done. He's like, and then you get a call from AJ Maldonado, last call for burgers, you know, all that crap. And he's like, one thing they say though, they're like, something about, you got to be careful. This can kill you. Look, it even says it, and there's a label that says high voltage warning. And then it says, this can kill you. So, and Mordecai's like, you're going first. And he sticks Rigby in the thing, and there's a slider, and it's like the resolution, and it says extremely realistic, and then a few other things, slightly realistic. Well, Mordecai cranks it up all the way to extremely realistic, and turns out like it shoots out like these lasers, and it comes down, or I don't know what they are, but they hit Rigby, and apparently it hurts. And Rigby grimaces, and he falls down. He's like, dude, what are you doing? And he goes, but it hurts. And he goes, pain's temporary. Something like the ultimatum's only once, or something like that, or it'll be worth it, or something. What really hurts is not getting one of those burgers. That's what he says, yeah. And so Rigby, you know, he's quoting the commercial. Anybody who doesn't get one's a chump, and he's got his arms up in the air, and he's grimacing, and it spits out like this glass, like I mean, it's I don't know if I'd call it a hologram. It's like this glass thing with Rigby's image on it. They're like, dude, it looks just like you. And Mordecai does one, and it hurts him too. And they set it up, and they put box on Rigby's, like a box on the top of Rigby's, so that it looks like he's straining to lift something. And Mordecai's, I don't know what he was trying to do. He puts a box in front of it, but his hands aren't touching it. And it just kind of looks like he's like defecating in public or something. I don't know. But I think it's supposed to look like he's straining to pick up a box. I'm not quite sure. But they said, here comes Benson, hide in the bush to see if it works. And they were watching, and Benson comes by, and he goes, looks like somebody doesn't want burgers for lunch. And he drives off, and they go, dude, it worked, you know. So, yeah, you can kind of see they're going to go get their burger probably. And something's going to happen, though, surely. It's the regular show. You got to have some kind of twist. Anyway, Mordecai and Rigby go to get their burgers, and they're like, we need 2 ultimatums. And Benson drives by and looks at the holograms a few times, and I can see where these goofs come into play now, because this time Mordecai, his hands are underneath the box, and it does look like he's lifting something. So he drives by, and after he does a few times, he's like, why aren't you guys saying anything? What did I tell you about talking to me? And he walks up, and he's like, why are you looking at me like that? And then he says, Rigby, put that box down right now. And he flips the box up and knocks over. It's like a plexiglass type thing. The images are in. And he's like, what? And he's sitting there looking at him, and he says, so Mordecai and Rigby think they can just skip out on work to eat burgers, do they? Well, they got another thing coming. He gets in the golf cart and floors it. And then the holograms look at each other. So, you know, they're alive. Ooh. Well, there's like this slow motion thing where Benson's driving, and he's like screaming. He's like, "Whoa!" And then Mordecai looks over, and he goes, oh no, Benson's coming. Hurry up, you know. And the guys, AJ Maldonado's like, you guys are lucky. You got the last 2 ultimatums for the next 100 years. Order up. And then when he rings the bell, the holograms from Mordecai and Rigby grab the burgers. And they're like, give us back those ours. And they're like, no way. These are the best burgers in the world. So there's like this fight. And Benson, like, he gets in on it too, like right when it starts. And these pieces of plexiglass are beating the crap out of Mordecai and Rigby. And they're throwing Benson around too. And it's kind of weird. It's kind of like watching like some of these indie wrestling matches where people wrestle like a tent, or like a rag doll or something. They'll take an inanimate object and wrestle with it. But that's kind of what it's like, because Rigby's like trying to German suplex his hologram, and the hologram just keeps like bouncing up and down off of him and hitting him in the throat with the corners of the plate, because they're like rectangular pieces of plexiglass. And yeah, and this burger's just going all over the ground, and they're still fighting over it, you know, for a dirty burger. So whatever. Yeah, I mean, the music's pretty good too. But there's nothing really spectacular that sticks out about this fight other than it's just pure ridiculousness. And it's great when they hit it. It's like thump, like you hear it. It sounds like they're hitting a piece of plexiglass or something. So yeah, that's pretty good. And then the grill it up guys or ultimatum, whatever they are, they're fight, which is whatever. Yeah. So yeah, let's see what happens next. Okay. So this next part, I can now see why a lot of people really enjoy this episode because it's pretty dang good. So Mordecai and Rigby get it handed to him, and they're laying there on the ground, and the hologram Rigby says, "Oh yeah, I'm going to enjoy this." And he's starting to eat the burger, and Rigby's like, "No!" And then he looks down and he sees a rock, which is almost anticlimactic. But he picks up the rock and throws it at the hologram Rigby, and it busts through him like a rock through glass. So I guess they are glass and not plexiglass, but leaves a hole in them. And they're like, no. And then Mordecai's got a rock and he throws it and the first one misses, but they just keep chugging rocks at him. And at this point, like that music's playing and this music makes it fantastic. Like this is the perfect song for this segment. And while they're throwing the rocks, Mordecai, the hologram Mordecai's like, no, we just wanted a burger. It's going in slow motion. And they're getting like holes knocked through them. And the animation that the hologram Mordecai's doing while he's getting the rocks thrown through him, it's great. It almost looks like he's getting mown down by a machine gun or something. He's like pulsating back and forth. And yeah, it's great. But Rigby runs behind the ultimatum truck and grabs the parking block and launches it at the hologram Rigby and shatters it. And yeah, that's basically how they all get. There's a lot of goofy segments like that, which kind of feel sorry for the hologram because, they were created and then they were kind of abused. But, I guess you got to have that burger, right? Anyway. We've only got a minute left in the episode, so let's see what happens in closing. So what ends up happening is they're like, all right, get the burgers. They didn't get to eat them. But then Benson has them in the golf cart and he's eating them. Like you see the empty wrappers on the ground and he eats them all. And he's like, you guys were right. Those were wonderful. Oh, wait, that's too bad. You didn't get to have any. Oh, it's too bad because you won't get another chance for another 100 years. And then he drives off and it's like, whoa, okay, they did not get what they wanted. But then they said, dude, he's gone. Let's go see if we can get those guys to make us another couple of them, which they wouldn't have anyway because there's only one per customer, as per what Skip said. But they look back and the truck's not there. And Rigby's like, where'd the truck go? Because he pulled the parking block out. And this is kind of like Billy Madison, the O'Doyle Rules thing where they drive off the cliff. But the truck's going backwards and they're going, fight. And then the truck rolls into the crash pit, which it doesn't look like the actual, like it just looks like a hole in the ground. It doesn't quite look like the crash pit that you see in the other episodes, but it's the crash pit. And they fall down and explode. And that's literally the end of the episode. So this is kind of an oddball episode. It was written and boarded by Andre Saloff. So yeah, that's not, it doesn't feel like a canon episode, to be honest with you, but there's a lot of things about it that just are true to character. Like Pops is very popsy. It's the only thing I know how to say it. Muscle Man acts a lot like Muscle Man in this. Benson is a little overboard on the writing on this one. They're really playing into that, him going to the extremes. And Mordecai and Rigby are, Rigby's very early Rigby in this one. But, yeah, like it's kind of odd seeing them not really get any sort of anything of what they want, like it's almost like it's not even a happy ending. They just beat holograms in themselves. That's it. That's all that happens. Like nothing, there's not really a payoff for them. For the viewer though, that scene with the rock and the holograms and the music is quite a payoff. It's, fantastic. So let me look at the goofs here real quick again, just to says when Benson was taking Mordecai and Rigby back to raking leaves, Mordecai and Rigby appear to be levitating in the cart. Okay. When Mordecai and Rigby see the Grill 'em Up truck in the Frisbee court, there's a road where it is, but when we see the panoramic view of Mordecai and Rigby running, the truck and the road are gone. Mordecai's hologram had its eyes closed, but when Benson pokes it and it falls on the ground, its eyes are open. When Benson appears in the window, he looks chubby, and he has the same size, as the window frame. That is just a typo, whatever. When Mordecai looks out the shed window, truck's serving table is out. When Benson appears, the truck's reversed and the serving stand is gone. So, yeah, nothing about the holograms and where their arms are or whatever. Whatever. Yeah, that scene alone brings this episode up quite a bit, at least like a point, because I think it's a pretty good scene. I kind of feel like this whole episode was written around that scene, or with that scene in mind. I could be completely wrong, but that's just what it feels like. That's about all I got to say about it, though. There's not a whole, like I said, in my opinion, there's not a whole lot to talk about other than that scene. If I had to give it a rating, it'd probably be probably a 7.5, simply because of that scene. We do get most of the cast in this one, which is good, but like, we're really not getting a whole lot of Pops. It's just more of like jokes about Pops. Like, we get a couple little quips here and there, but the big thing about Pops is this is his garage. It's got all this weird crap in it, and Skips and Muscle Man and none of the side characters are really that important. This is really a Benson, Mordecai, and Rigby story. And, yeah. So that's about all I have for that. Yeah. Can't think of anything else to say about it, really. Next episode is Replaced, and I'm pretty sure that one is on Hulu. And then after that, let me just look on Hulu right here at the show details. So we get Replaced and then Trash Boat. I like the episode Trash Boat. There's no depth to it at all, but it's a great episode, I think. There's Yes, Dude, Yes, which I'm not sure if that's the one I'm thinking of. I think it's Fuzzy Dice is the one I'm thinking of. That's one that I really enjoyed, was Fuzzy Dice. Anyway, still a lot of good episodes coming up. Dead at 8, we get to know a little bit more about death in that one. So, yeah, pretty good stuff coming up, and I think we're going to have fun through the end of season 3. I'm just noticing now, though, that not all the episodes are here. The Wrap It Up is not here, and Big Winner. Look through 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Looks like episode 33, whatever that is. I hope that's not Fuzzy Dice. Because that one is, I love that one. It's, the animation on it's hilarious. Season, oh my gosh. It looks like, oh no. It looks like, see, there's Fist of Justice, Yes, Dude, Yes, Busted Cart, Dead at 8, Access Denied. I don't think that one's on Hulu. Man, no, Access Denied is on there. Muscle Mentor, Trucker Hall of Fame, Out of Commission, Fancy Restaurant, Diary. Is that one on there? Fancy Restaurant. Diary is not on there. That's the one where Mordecai and Rigby read Margaret's diary. The Best VHS in the World's there. Prankless, it's good. Death Bear is on there. That's a good one. But Fuzzy Dice is not on there. Oh my gosh, people. If you can find Fuzzy Dice anywhere, that makes me want to cancel Hulu. Just quite, I mean, it's like there's a lot of good episodes that they are leaving out. Fuzzy Dice is one of my favorite episodes of regular show. A bunch of bums over at Hulu. What am I going to do? I have to go buy that big DVD set, I guess. I don't know. I'm never going to get to watch Fuzzy Dice again. All right. Well, I'm going to have to go cope with that. So, I guess I'll talk to you all in a couple weeks. As always, I do appreciate you listening and subscribing and following and sharing and all that stuff. Yep, that's about all I got. Anytime you do that, it is appreciated, and that's really the only way this show grows. Yep, I don't know how else to beg. Do it, and you might win something. Thank you, because I really don't have any regular show merchandise to give away. Even if I did, it'd probably be pretty junky. Anyway, yeah. I look forward to hearing from you. If you have anything to say, you can get a hold of me on all the usual avenues, which basically entails a voice message on Anchor or Spotify for creators, whatever, and any of the Discords that I'm involved in, the Turtles Forever or the Body Saturdays, or I think we have one too. You can also email us at texmexandcandy@gmail.com, TEXMEXANDCANDY, texmexandcandy@gmail.com. And until next time, insert catchphrase here.